Leo. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a good day. That's all I can say about that, because you probably won't watch it the day I film it, so why does it matter? Why does it matter? Sun, moon, rising. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Welcome to my channel. I just had a bath. I'm all relaxed. I already have my pajamas on. It's like 4 in the afternoon. Here we go. What's coming up for Leo? Oh, I think that was from the other reading. I didn't put the cards from the other reading in right, so they're all upright. Okay. It's okay. I'm not going to take those because they're from the other reading. Sometimes I do that. My eyes. I have really bad eyes. Okay, wait. What's on the other side of this? Like somebody, okay, I'm getting this song in my head right now. I just heard yes. I love when she does that. It's called Dog Tags by Joey Oz. And I swear another card flipped. Just give me a second. Somebody has been out of the game, okay, for a while. And I don't know what game we're talking about just yet. Okay. That's on the other side. Okay. The way that I see this is someone's been trying to like put the pieces together on themselves. You could have went through something pretty bad, some type of toxic relationship or heartbreak in general. Yeah, I'm getting really heartbreak. That comes in all shapes and sizes. So somebody could have been dealing with some heartbreak, okay, but it's in limbo, not really knowing how to deal or even realizing what they're dealing with, okay? And we've got the Phoenix in reverse. So somebody, an engagement in reverse and separation. It's like somebody wants to start something, okay, with somebody. They want to start some type of new phase, but they don't know if they're over their toxic relationships yet, or their addictions or their heartache. They don't know if they're over it yet. So they're like, is it time to do this? Is it not time to do it? Because this person's really unsure of what's going to happen. So when I read separation, what stuck out with me was unsure of future right on the bottom. And I just heard somebody sneeze outside. I don't see anybody, but I have balconies. So it's like somebody's unsure of this. So they're like, maybe they think that they're going to do something and they don't know if it's like a rebound. Like they think they're going to rebound with somebody, but what they don't understand is on the other side of this, they can't see the deep connection that they're getting with somebody. Obviously, somebody has made contact with you in some way or like met you in some way. But okay, now I'm getting the song Tessallate. But I never looked up what that word meant. I meant to look it up, and I forgot to look it up. So in the meantime, let's tessellate. Let's tessellate. Oh, I love that song. Like we've got healing heart and heartbroken. So I feel like this is the chick, okay? This is the girl. Or whatever, you know, the other side of this energy, okay? And I think in general, this energy is like really lonely and sad, but they're not like depressed about it or angry about it. They're just kind of like melancholy, like, you know, like maybe they've been alone for too long or something like that. And they haven't really had a whole lot of good moments in their life. And now this person's holding back so much because they don't know if they're ready enough or if they're going to mess something up. And this other person's like, well, I mean, there's always friendship. And that's a nice thing. Like, you don't always got to get naked with each other. Like, if somebody feels like they're still grieving from something, then it's not like, I'm getting Bears Den now. Bears Den is like one of my favorite bands ever. Watching you float across the outer before the fireworks began. I wrap my arms around you. Do you remember what I whispered? Do you remember what I whispered, love? That's like my favorite Bears Den song in the entire world. This is how it's meant to be. This is where we're supposed to be. I don't think anyone could love anybody the way that I love you. What? And like when he sings it, I believe it. The way I got introduced to Bears Den is I watched this documentary called From Austin to Boston. And it was about 4 indie bands that go on the road together. And their manager is the guy from Old Crow Medicine Show. And he jumps on the road and they get all these Volkswagens and these Volkswagen buses. And they tour and they go from Austin to Boston. And Bears Den is a group of, I think, 3 men, big burly men. And their hearts are the size of England itself. I swear to God, these men are the most loving men, but they're not pansy pushovers. That's the thing, is like, I think someone's got to, like, maybe this is like the masculine energy where they feel like they're just going to fall head over heels and they're like they're pulling back because they don't think that a man maybe is supposed to love that hard, or they don't think that they're supposed to fall that hard. But that's the thing, is like, how can you anticipate something like that? Like, you really wouldn't, you know, like you fall the way you fall, like you go the way that you go, as long as there's no aggressiveness towards it, then I wouldn't see anything wrong with it. Like, if anything, feeling that way is like a once in a lifetime kind of feeling, like because that's the thing, is love is not what so many people get it wrong. It really isn't what a lot of people think that it is. It's really silent and really it's like love is like an essence, you know, and when you get it and when you get to be a part of it, it's such a beautiful thing. But if you've been ruined, or you don't think that you deserve it, or you don't think you're ready for it, then it's like somebody's got to build that confidence up to be like, just because you're unsure of the future, you're unsure about everything. You can't say that something for sure is ever going to happen, because things happen. I mean, now I'm thinking of that rocket. What was that rocket's name that just went up and then exploded, right? Like they didn't anticipate that. They didn't think that rocket was going to explode midair. Oh man, why do I feel like I know the name of that rocket and I can't say it right now? It's like the identity, or I bet you if I asked my sister, she would know. Between me and her, we know everything. Anyways, it's like that rocket. They didn't anticipate that. Like let's tessellate. I'm really gonna have to look up the word. What that word means. What's the time? I know she probably doesn't have her phone. I was like, my sister is right there. I can ask her what that word means. She'll look it up on her phone, but. Hey, Court, can you hear me? Are you outside?
No.
Oh, do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Can you look up the word tessellate? What that word means?
Yeah, not my phone. What was it?
The word tessellate. I'm still recording a video, but it keeps coming up, and I really want to know what that word means.
Say it again.
Tessellate. Remember, you know that song you listen to? Let's tessellate.
Desolate.
Tessellate. T.
Is not a word.
Oh, then he just made it up.
Desolate.
No, it's not desolate, though. It's tessellate.
Okay, not done that.
Oh, okay. Apparently that word doesn't exist. My sister can't find it. And I know that's I just dropped my whole deck of cards. I know that's the name of the song because, so obviously he made it up. Because I was wondering, what could that word possibly mean? Tessellate.
Okay, got it.
Oh, she got okay. What is it?
To form a pattern of shapes that fit together perfectly without any gaps.
Oh, okay. Okay, say it one more time.
To form a pattern of shapes
To form a pattern of shapes
that fit together perfectly without any gaps.
that fit together perfectly without any gaps. That's kind of actually perfect. Okay, thank you. That's actually kind of the perfect definition, is it not? So, like, you're going to, like, fit together with this person without any gaps in between. Maybe that's why I watched The Shape of Water last night. Okay, maybe you need to watch this movie called The Shape of Water. And really, the way that it describes is, it's like, the way that I see it is that, like, there's somebody for everybody. And, like, it doesn't necessarily happen for everybody, and it doesn't last forever with everybody, but it happens. And it's this, like, rare event, okay? And like I said, not a lot of people can even say they've witnessed actual people that are supposed to be together, that literally when they come together, mountains move and they shift and things move. And I have to believe that it happens that way, because if I don't believe in something, I have nothing. So the way that I see it is that actually that's like the perfect word to say for this kind of relationship, is like, it seems like maybe that's why there's so much hesitation with one person, because it will be that good. So then you start like kind of fucking with yourself, right? And going, well, it can't be that good. It can't be that good. Well, I mean, you are what you eat, you know? That was an awful shuffle. That's okay. I already shuffled these. Okay, give me this healing heart. Person with a healing heart, please. African American, okay, could be African American descent. Also, the thing I'm getting is they could have had this huge war at their back for a really long time. Oh my God. Okay, clearly that was right. I got police in reverse with Germany. The war of all centuries. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I couldn't be more right if I tried. So that's what it is. It's like this person's had a lot at their back, okay? They've had a lot at stake, and they fought a lot of wars. Those are all swords. This person also might communicate on a regular, like they might be a writer. They might use their words somehow. Like they could be a teacher, an instructor, somebody that like uses their voice, you know, broadcasts their voice somehow. And it just seems like, man, they have had a war at their back. Not because somebody wanted them arrested, because somebody wanted to just hurt them. So they've been dealing with a very strong energy, which is why they probably think that they're not good enough, right? Yeah, like this person's been on a really long, hard road, okay? And they're 9 of Wands. This person's very strong, okay? They've got a lot of ingenuity. They figure a lot of things out on their own. And that's why I think like double and triple thinking about this has obviously done them some type of good, because they've made a lot of moves like that. Like they've strategically made moves so then they could do things, right? 8 of Pentacles, can't stop, won't stop. So this person has ingenuity is like their middle name. Okay, they can't stop, they won't stop, they're never gonna stop. That's why they're like, do I do this relationship right now? Like, but this might not even be a relationship. Like, this is some type of commitment that they just don't know how much they're going to appreciate, how much they're going to love. Because it's like there's this new face staring you or somebody right in the face. And because you're so unsure, you're just like jumping into the abyss. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. But I think that's the whole part of life, is majority of decisions that you make, you really don't know how it's going to happen. Right? You just kind of go with the flow. But this person's not really used to going with the flow because they've had a war at their back. They've had to do things and make moves at a certain time in order to create what they have. Everything they create is different, but yet all part of the same thing. Anything else? Like this person, if you got a person like this, whew, they ain't never going to stop. I don't think this person knows what being lazy even means. Because what is lazy? I mean, you can be lazy for one day, but then get the fuck up and deal with it the next day, right? Knight of Pentacles in reverse with tracker. This person's definitely, they're not tracking you or anything. They're not stalking you. They're not a possessive energy. This person, like healing heartbroken, like they are dealing with something, okay? And you know, that's what it is. It's like, you know, when like somebody's like mom or dad could die and then they go and get married right away, you know, or it's like something like that, or like somebody dies, like a really close grandmother dies or something, and then somebody goes and gets pregnant right away. You know, it's like something like that. Like they feel like they're gonna make a move like that. Like they feel like it's stupid. Like they're jumping the gun too much, and they should just heal. And then we got at the lake. So I think this person has been healing at the lake, at some type of lake, or some type of body of water. Queen of Cups, they could be getting into their feminine energy and really healing the waters of them, okay? And then we got the Shield. It's like my favorite show in the whole world. 90s, right here. The Shield. This is like, you know, I'm getting Vic and the gang. That's why I do this. I mean, Vic doesn't stop. Okay, he doesn't even stop to sleep. He is working all the time. And then Queen of Wands, Dominican Republic. Is that what I wanted to say? Maybe I wanted to say the Dominican Republic. I was supposed to say demonic presence. But because I don't actually think this person's possessed, I think that they've gotten used to making money. Right? I think this person's used to working, and they're not used to working on their heart. I think they're used to working. And now that they've started to get into these heartstrings, they're seeing something that they want to be a part of, but they don't know if they're ready to be a part of it because they can't see the outcome of it. So give me this coffee cup and heartbroken. What's on the other side that we can't see here? Yes, see, this person just doesn't know. They can't see the other side of it. Right? Their high priestess inside of them is just not giving them any answers. Yeah, there's gang stalking in reverse. 3 of Pentacles. So like, maybe okay. I'm going to say this because it happens quite a bit. Leonardo DiCaprio had dinner like right across the street the other day from where I live. So this could happen, okay? I'm saying this could happen. This person, okay, this heartbroken person might be a big deal. And they think that maybe you're going to stalk them. Maybe this person's used to having stalkers, people, stage 5 clingers, you know, that won't go away and that follow this person around. But this situation, okay, has nothing to do with gang stalking. Like whatever this person is, Like, not everybody goo goo gagas over a guy like Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, like not everybody cares about that, right? So maybe that's what this person is not used to. They're not used to people not caring about their status, or caring, you know, like they're used to people carrying their status, like oh, okay, they're used to people, like if they walk into a crowd with somebody, they're used to that person that they're walking with feeling like they're them, as big as them, right? As I look at an Austin Mini that just came up, like, you really that big or are you just little? Who knows? 10 of Wands in reverse, next chapter. So, like, I don't even think this person would even know anything was coming. Didn't Zac Efron do that too? Marry some waitress from, like, Australia? Like, I mean, it happens. Because I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan did the same thing. Like, a lot of people, just because they're a part of something, it doesn't mean that they want somebody that's in it too. Like, not, you know, like some, if they're really big, you know, then they want people that are really big with them because it just makes them feel better. And, you know, like, I get it. Like, you know, like, this isn't, not everybody watches the movie Titanic and wants to support Jack, right? Like, not everybody, and some people don't care. Like, some people don't care about money like that. That's the thing. Like, just because they're a big deal, and it doesn't mean that they think they're a big deal in their own heads, or what they're made of is big, right? It's like people have very different perceptions of things, and not everybody thinks the same way. And yes, majority of people can think one way. It still doesn't matter, because the next person you're sitting beside could have the complete opposite feelings as you, right? So there's definitely no crazy stalker vibes that I'm getting with this. It seems like this heartbroken chick that I'm getting, this energy, okay, has absolutely no idea what's going on. Because like I said, they're like sad or something. They're like, well, maybe that's why. They're in the war just like this other person. You know, like, we all have a war to fight, and it just depends what it is. It depends who it involves. It depends how much time it takes up in our lives. People have wars to fight, and sometimes they don't even know they're fighting them. And from the looks of it, it seems like you guys both have had wars at your back and not even known it. It's just somebody has become a shield. Somebody has been able to get shit done and put some protection up around them. And I think that this other person here, this Queen of Swords in reverse, who has no idea what's going on, has no idea that a next chapter could be coming into their life. They're just like, they're about to leave some very stormy weather. Okay, and I don't think they know. So somebody's getting out of something. Okay, and I really think that it could work out. Like, nobody is obsessed with anybody. It's really great energy. Like nobody's a fucking dumb cult member or covert narcissist. Like, both people are really honest. Nobody's lying. One person could be in a really small town. Maybe this is the other person that I'm picking up on, right? And then there's role model. Like, I really think that property and land, yeah, like, I think that this is like a really good endeavor with somebody. Like, whether it's romantic or it's not, something is honest here. And I think somebody wants to make a move and they just don't know how to do it. And that, like, literally does not have to be romantic at all. That doesn't have to be like what you think it is all the time. You know, it can be very different. Like, these messages all come out different for everybody, right? But I do feel like whoever has been in some type of mourning is going to make a move. And, like, I don't know if that involves you or if that's you that's going to make the move and you just don't know how it's going to happen. But, like, no gang stalking. I can't stop that, because honestly, some people they get stopped no matter where they go. And it's not like as public as what you think it is. It's just like, you know, people walking by their house every day. People just, people get obsessed with people, and it's like, you know, somebody could be seeing you through your fucking bedroom window. Like, like people are gross and shady, and like, this is completely different though. Like, I know that the world is full of crazy people, like full of like demonic monster people, okay? That's what this world is filled with. But I actually think that two people kind of might be able to make it work here. Because I kind of do think that somebody could be a little bit of like a big deal. And it's I don't even think it's cockiness in them. I think they're just now at a point where they try to make good moves for themselves, and they don't make childish moves for themselves. So I don't know if this makes sense to you. I don't really know how this message is coming out, but I do feel like somebody's moving on to the next chapter. With some good people around. And I think you could be moving to a small town. Like if you're in the city, I just heard, you could be moving. And that's the thing too, right? It's like this relationship could be you falling in love with a new town. Okay, and this town looks a little bit sad, and they look a little bit heartbroken, and you're like, you know what, I want to move there, I want to start there, I want to commit there, but I have no idea how it's going to work out. But I mean, this place isn't going to hurt you. It doesn't look like they're going to do anything to you. They have no idea that you're coming. They have no idea that you want this to be your next chapter. And I don't even think there's any stormy weather there. I think it's like good weather and good people and honest people, no cult members, no obsessive compulsive wars going on. It's just somebody's moving into something really nice. I think that's what I've got to say. Like somebody's moving into some really good energy, and it's good that you don't know how it's going to work out, because that's kind of like a great feeling, because I think we're always so used to knowing and trying to anticipate what our next step is going to be. But this is like, this kind of hits somebody running. Like you don't really see it coming. It's like you're just walking on the road and it just kind of like hits you from behind, and just in comes your chariot and off you go. And because you can't see, you're just kind of along for the ride. Like this move is like, now I'm getting Tessallate again, like two things coming together and no space in between. Like objects fitting together perfectly. And like this could be you with a job fitting perfectly, you with a partner fitting perfectly, you in a new town fitting perfectly. Like something fits perfectly. And that's why it scares the shit out of you. That's why you're so unsure of it, because you can't see it. And that's what's so kind of like fucking awesome about it. So, Leo, something coming in for you, heads up. I don't think you're going to be anticipating this at all. So, even better. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the channel. I know I don't say that enough. Thanks for subscribing and joining and chatting and... Excuse me. I don't, really talk too much about the channel. But thanks for subscribing. And, you know, if you want a personal reading, you can go to the About section on the channel, and that kind of talks about some readings that I do. And if you're looking for something specific, you can always ask me and email me. My email box is in the description box below. Wow, where did all these sneezes come from? And yeah, that's it. Thanks for everything, you guys. Keep it real. And friggin' love each other if you can.